Another quick video. Just wanted to point out something real quick. So I know we was talking about the 150 SMA on the 2 hour chart, sitting at 287 at the time as a key level of support, and we kind of violated that today on some somewhat decent volume, nothing too serious. So again, as we break through this 150 SMA on the 2 hour chart. Uh, then that sets us up to test the 285 level on the weekly chart, which also correlates with the bottom one standard deviation on the daily chart. So next level of key support, next level of support that we should be testing here soon is that 285 to 284. And again, if we violate that 285 to 284, then that leaves us a lot of room to once again come back down and flirt with that 370 to mid 360 areas. That's the next line of support on a week to week basis. Now, I really do think we're about to have a strong sell off. Um, just looking at this, is just if we just look at the volume profile, if I pull up the daily chart here and the 2 hour chart here, if you see when we gap down to this level here on March 19th, there was a large spike in volume, right? Which kind of left this candlestick here with the long wick at the bottom. I'm not great with candlestick names because I really don't trade candlesticks in particular only. More of a momentum trader, but it kind of leaves, I believe, what this is a doji, leaves this candlestick here where you see, even though it was a large spike in volume, there was some buying and selling. It was a mixture of that, which left you this long bottom wick. The following day, that volume, the buying volume came through, but it wasn't as intense as the previous day. And you also got rejected by that top one standard deviation. Now, to confirm this days of buying here, you would need another solid day to come behind it with the greater volume to create a higher high and to close at the high of that candlestick. And just looking at this, this large spike in volume to follow it the following day and for it to be a red candle and close at the bottom shows you that it wasn't a lot of buying pressure uh, involved yesterday. And then just coming into today, the volume picks up a little bit higher and we spiked at we created the high today first thing this morning and then immediately just sold off the rest of the day, and there's literally no buying power to come and try to catch this within this price range. So uh, I'm quite sure this is going to continue on tomorrow, probably into the futures tonight. But again, we're looking at 385 as that next key level of support, and then we're back down here in that 370 range. And if we violate that, then we're going down to that mid 360. Just looking. Now, another thing I just want you to pay attention to, again, as you can see here, the 2 hour chart, PMO is constantly trending downwards. It's been in a consolidation cycle, hence why the bands are tight. And now we're about to we're about to have a strong breakout and or breakdown. Momentum is going to the downside, and you're about to have a strong move. As you can see, the volatility is starting to pick up. Okay. Now, if we flip this and go to the VIX, I want you to look at the VIX. All right, the daily chart, which is above both its averages, uh, and is currently pointing downwards, is starting to curl up. And if you look at the 2 hour chart, which has been on this downtrend, you can start to see there's a lot more puts being bought on the option market. As you can see, the VIX momentum as far as the PMO is starting to pick up some steam here, and it's crossed over the short-term average, hit it as support, and now starting to pick up some steam across over its long-term average. Now, again, um, if this 2 hour chart continues to pick up momentum on the VIX, also known as the fear gauge, you're probably going to get another spike like this one. As you can see here last time, as it began to pick up momentum, and then boom, you get these high volatile spikes. So again, you can see what that's starting to happen again here on the VIX, starting to pick up momentum as more puts are coming into the market, and you're probably going to start getting high volatile spikes, which will correlate with the ticker SPY going into this day-to-day downtrend. coming up. But again, just looking at the day to day, you can see the PMO is constantly trending downwards, creating lower lows. Um, and it's starting to pick up more momentum to the downside. Even the daily chart is in a consolidation pattern, showing that it's in this tight range over the past couple weeks, if not months. Again, if the volatility picks up on the 2 hour chart with a lot of momentum behind it, then you'll see that volatility pick up on the daily chart. And as that volatility picks up, you'll see the price action break outside the bands of its normal trading range, which will definitely push us down back into that 385 to 380, down to that 370 level. And then again, mid 360s, I think is the worst case scenario we can get if we do get a decent pullback here. So again, TTM trades, again, I'm still holding my puts to the downside. The 2 hour chart has not gained any momentum, and this PMO is starting to get wider and wider, which shows that the momentum is beginning to pick up as we start to head to the downside. TTM trades.